folks. Guys, it is a rainy Friday. Y'all be safe out there on the roads. I'm on the way to, this is a triple maintenance. This is an existing maintenance customer. I think this is one of these blank check customers. I remember coming out here like probably 7 or 8 years ago. I believe this customer has 3 high efficiency carrier furnaces and straight AC units. And guys, the only thing I remember, nothing was done here besides a few capacitors, a few contactors here and there. But guys, this customer has a unit in the attic that's like a pain in the ass to get to. It's no pull down ladder. It's hard to explain, but like I said, you gotta maneuver to get up in the closet and get up in the attic. But knock on wood, all 3 units are probably pushing towards close to 10 years old, if not older. But this customer never had any issues in the fall or in the spring. But guys, we're out here for the check and clean to make sure everything's rocking and rolling. I'll see y'all when I get inside. All right, guys, these are 2 of the 3 furnaces. Guys, I already been here a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure I made a vlog about the last time I was here, last spring or last fall, for the heat maintenance. Guys, knock on wood, these furnaces, all 3 of them are probably like between 12 and 15 years old. But guys, these units run like tanks. And this customer has enough filters to last them for the next 20 years. But guys, what I'm doing here is I'm checking my supply. 51. And I just checked the basement zone. Guys, the basement zone, which is this unit, the basement right now is already 66 degrees. Guys, right now it's about 60 degrees outside and it's raining. I think it's gonna rain all day. So guys, today it's not really that hot per se, but the basement AC the customer rarely uses. So, I mean, that's part of the agreement. We check this unit out, but we don't really expect too much wear and tear from this basement area. If anything, he turns his basement unit on in the winter. I think he keeps it at like 65 in the winter just to keep the pipes from freezing. But looking at this filter, this customer is adamant on keeping these filters clean. So, I mean, we check these out, but I don't expect much of any wear and tear from these units. And this customer has been getting maintenance done for like at least the past 7 or 8 years, and everything got replaced. All the recommendations got taken care of before things broke down. So this is the benefits of getting things taken care of on time. Now they do have condensate pumps. There's no P-traps, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour a bottle of water down each pump just to make sure that I hear the pumps turn on. Guys, let me put the filter doors back on. I'm gonna test the pump, and next I gotta check the temperature. We'll check the TD from the unit upstairs in the attic, and then we're gonna go outside and check all 3 units. Now, one thing I do know is that all 3 units are next to each other, so we don't have to worry about that. But all right, guys, let's get to it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, that attic unit, the filter grill, luckily, is on the ceiling of the master bedroom. That filter is still clean. I looked at the notes. The last time we came out, we flushed the drains from the other side of the house. Last spring, we flushed the drains. I'll do that. I'll flush the drains from outside. So I didn't really have to go up in that attic. I'll wrestle with that ladder and all that next fall when we come back out for the heat maintenance. But these are our 3 units. It really doesn't matter which one we start with first, but it's going to start to come down in a second with this rain. And guys, I left my umbrella in one of the other trucks, but I'm trying to get the electrical stuff done here before it starts to rain. Let's get to it, guys. I'll be back. And speaking of the rain, it's already starting to come down. Guys, I believe the smaller unit is definitely the one for the basement. This is either the first or the third floor unit. And as you see here, this is an 80-7.5 cap. And to the naked eye, this may look like a 3-pole contactor, but it's, once again, this is a contactor from a 2008 unit. So this condenser is damn near almost 20 years old. But this is a double pole contactor, 208. And you see the 24-volt coils, wires there right in the back. What I'm gonna do is I'm just cleaning off the electrical component area. And I think I have another umbrella in the truck, guys. I gotta get that umbrella before I mess up my drill here. But guys, hold on, let me get the other umbrella. It's starting to come down out here. All right, guys, with this one, this unit is still chugging along. I just tested this capacitor under load. It's at 79 and 7.4. Knock on wood, this is still good. And I don't have a potential difference across that contactor. And most importantly, everything's clean. Suction line is sweating. And guys, we were already replaced the capacitors on the basement unit, and I'm pretty sure this might be the first floor unit and this may be the third floor. But the capacitors already got replaced on this one and the one on the far right. The only thing we got to do, most importantly, is keep all the bugs nest and the webbing out this unit. That's the thing about maintenance on older units. There's a lot more items that could have way more wear and tear on it that you have to be mindful of, and things that you have to check on the maintenance. And from the customer standpoint, if you can get an AC unit to go past 40 years, I mean, hats off, but you're not gonna run a car 100,000 miles without an oil change. So guys, that's why even if you go out and you do a maintenance and you recommend things and the customer doesn't want to do it, it's still no bad deal. I'd rather have a customer know about when something could break rather than them waiting until something breaks and then, like I say, you have to deliver that bad news to the customer and tell them that the compressor needs to get replaced, or even worse, the whole unit has to get replaced. But guys, everything's rocking and rolling. I got my temperature probe on that third floor unit. I'm just checking the suction line temperature. My first floor is rocking and rolling. I'm just putting the doors back on. And guys, like I said, it's definitely a rainy day, but it's warm enough for us to get an idea if all three of these units are properly charged. So give me a second, let me put the doors back on. This contactor is still rocking and rolling. This capacitor is still new. Let me put the doors on and I'm gonna show you guys that third floor unit. I'll be back. Guys, this one is a 4807. Once again, like I said, all these units are touching 20 years old. But, and my meter turned off here. Suction line sweating. The only thing that concerns me about this unit is the head pressure. 36 degrees suction line temperature. And that's something I looked at last summer when I came out, guys. Look at the head pressure. And you see that hunting there? Look at the head, look at the needle. You see how it's moving? It's safe to assume this unit probably has non-condensables in the unit. Now, knock on wood, nothing was ever done here besides the capacitor, but being that my needle here is already at 375, and you see how it's moving there, I definitely wouldn't trust this unit on a warm day whenever it gets to 80 degrees. So guys, I mentioned that to the customer last time when I came out here in regards to all these units being at the top of the mountain, and now he's going to be at the point where breakdowns are going to start to happen. I just don't trust this air pressure on this unit here. And can we pull a vacuum and do all that, guys? Yeah, but look at that. Is it worth doing on the R22 system? Probably not. At this point, guys, I mean, it's really not much you can do with the hunting, but I'll definitely recommend the customer to definitely put something aside to just start saving up to replace this particular unit. And this is a second floor unit, so I'm pretty sure with the bedrooms, this unit gets a lot of runtime. But this unit, in comparison to the first floor unit on the other side, this unit is definitely taking a beating. But guys, I just don't like having high head pressure on a mild day, because I can only assume once the temperature outside goes up, your head pressure is definitely going to go even higher. And like I said, guys, if your head pressure gets too high, this compressor is going to short cycle on high head pressure. So I'm going to put that in my notes as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just clean out the electrical component area here, and I'm going to write this up, and I'll let the customer know that this unit is definitely contaminated. It's still cooling inside, but the point is, I can't guarantee long term how long this unit is going to last like this with a 375 head pressure on a 59-degree day. So, all right, guys, let me pack this up here. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Yeah, the way the head pressure was moving like that, right now it's working, guys, but I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't let the customer know about what could happen with the head pressure on a 20-year-old unit jumping up and down like that. I mean, yes, one thing I didn't mention, yes, the condenser coil is beat up, but guys, that the head pressure is moving up and down like that, and it's not even close to being an 80-degree day. The decline is already starting to happen with that second floor AC. But guys, I'm getting ready to go inside and explain everything to the customer. I already got the paperwork filled out. But yeah, guys, I mean, knock on wood, this is just one of those things with a 20-year-old unit. At best, what the customer did is what we're already doing right now. We're getting the unit cleaned and checked out, but like I said, 20 years is 20 years. You know, can a unit work past 20 years? Yes, but the probability of it is not really that high. Not without having some sort of major repair done or having inconvenience go through the roof. So, guys, I'm gonna go inside, and I'll let the customer know about the good, better, and best. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.